pulled up to the guy. I was like, excuse me, did you just gangbang on me? He was like, yeah, this is my neighborhood, and I thought you was gangbanging on me. I was like, no, I was not. I actually work right here at People's Pottery Project, and we hire formerly incarcerated individuals. And if you know anybody who's formerly incarcerated and need employment, tell them come on down, don't feel shame, they can come and make $15 an hour. He was like, really? Because I need a job and I just got out of prison. So I was like, you know what? Hey, God works in mysterious ways. Just come right here on Wednesdays and Thursdays and we'll hire you. There's a better way for you. If I can change, I just did 13 years. I know you can change. So just come on, bring your friends down. And he was like, thank you so much. And now he just won't stop calling me. He calls me like every 10 to 15 minutes because he wants to work. My name is Domonique Perkins, and I'm one of the co-founders at People's Pottery Project. My dad, he was involved with the gangs. I kind of got fascinated with the street life, and I always wanted to be around my dad or be like my dad. And I thought my mom's life was boring, so I got involved with gangs. I made a mistake, and I went to prison for 13 years. And that experience has taught me a lot. I know so many people who were formerly incarcerated that came from gangs that changed their life for the better. You'll see some of the toughest people come in here, and as soon as they put their hands on clay, they're just very sensitive. Like it's a sensitive art. You get in tune with your clay, and everything is like you block everything out, and you just go to work.
My name's Molly Larkey, and I'm an artist, and I'm the co-founder, one of the co-founders of People's Pottery Project, because I had always felt really strongly about the horrors of incarceration. Being a part of California Coalition for Women Prisoners, I was seeing that we were fighting so hard to get people out, and then almost no resources available for people when they were out. And so people were falling almost immediately into homelessness.
So my name is Elka Rosales, now Perkins. I used to be a lifer in prison. I did almost 26 years. And to get out of prison, you have to go in front of a board of prison terms. So to actually have your paperwork filled out in front of the board of prison terms, they expect you to have a job offer. I mean, that's almost impossible to have a job offer, especially when your background is, I worked in the kitchen or in prison. But Molly gave me a job offer, which I was able to take with me to board. And by God's grace, I was granted parole and found suitable in June 2019. I came and worked as Molly's assistant, and then we started taking the ceramics class and kind of fell in love with the ceramic class. It was like learning something new, but being able to create something beautiful out of whatever you're doing, It was just something beautiful.
My name is Lauren Fuller, and I'm formerly incarcerated. I came home 10 months ago, and I started coming to the workshop, the classes here that help pay the formerly incarcerated, and that's how I started here. I'm more stable and relieved now. I'm good now. I'm in a good place. But in the beginning, it was just so overwhelming. I was just immediately released, from court, so I didn't have time to prepare. I didn't get paroled from prison. I came from LA County Jail. Due to there was no evidence of me being a major participant or a person who actually did the crime, they released me after 17 years. Scary, because I got incarcerated when I was turning 19. I'm 36 now, I'll be 37 in a couple weeks. I was hired through Molly. She told me it was something about me that she liked so much, she hired me for a time. It did a lot for me because when I first came home, I was homeless. I was living in transitional housing. I didn't know what to expect. So when I came home, I didn't know what I was gonna do until I came here. I didn't know if I was gonna like it, if I could do it or not, but I found out that I can do it and I'm actually good at it.
My name is Daniel Trautfield. I got involved with People's Pottery Project because I've been doing prison abolition and anti-prison work for the last 10 or 11 years. Something as simple as coming for 3 or 4 hours a week and being able to meet and hang around with other formerly incarcerated people who have had similar experiences, that just in that, there seems to be so much healing. One of my coworkers, Susan Bustamante, is a woman who's now a potter at People's Pottery Project. She, like many other people, was criminalized for surviving domestic abuse, and now have seen her join People's Pottery Project and leave behind prison and do something like make ceramics, which she never thought that she could, and now is making mugs that are being sold across Los Angeles. It's so interesting to see PPP take place in the world because there's sort of a magnetic energy around art making. They've turned something that is so laden with some of our deepest anxieties and our deepest fears about how society runs and made this beautiful bowl and plate and cup that just in their own right full of potential and the aesthetics of liberation. People may not be ready to talk about prison abolition, but they're certainly ready to get around a pottery wheel or to fill a gorgeous bowl with some granola or whatever.
We got an immediate response from LACMA. They were like, we're the museum for the County of Los Angeles, and we want to support endeavors in this area, and we want to support you. A side aspect is people are becoming master ceramicists, which I didn't totally see, but because we have such great artists who are helping us with everything that we're doing, people are learning really amazing ceramic skills.
So the process of making this is actually, I'm not gonna say it's hard, it's maybe a little difficult, but you really don't know what you're making. When you have your clay there, you just kind of work with what you get. I kind of have a vision of where I'm going, but a lot of times I just lose myself in the clay. It's just a great therapeutic experience.
The arts community has welcomed us. And whenever people see our bowls, they're like, oh my gosh, these are so beautiful. But then when they get the pamphlet behind it, which states some of our stories and our background, it's like they don't see our mistakes or our past. They actually see the product, they accept us, and they want to support us. 90% of the funding that the state of California gives to prisoners reentry is towards men. They may have 2 transitional houses when a man has over 100-something options. For a woman coming home who has kids, it's impossible. How is she gonna take care of her kids? How is she gonna get housing? How is she gonna pay for food on the table? How is she gonna find a babysitter to even try to find a job? That is why we totally gear our whole mission and everything that we do here towards women, non-binary, and transgenders.
What I was learning with working with women coming out is there's often a real need to reconnect with family, reconnect with children. Incarcerated women are mothers, they're grandmothers. They need to being with family in different ways than a male population might. So reforming those bonds and providing employment and also safe spaces for women to be also.
I transitioned when I was in prison. So I do have 2 children and a wife. Coming home, it was a bit of a challenge because they didn't know me and I was gone so long. Today though, I have an amazing relationship with my kids, so amazing relationship. I've actually brought my daughter to work a couple times, and she's made cups and bowls, and she loves it. She want to come back all the time. This project has helped me a lot. It's gave me stability.
To see people that I've actually been incarcerated with, or to see people that have been incarcerated come out here and enjoy our space, talk about our space, promote our space, continuously want to come back and laugh and just enjoy each other's company. And it's like we're family, even though we may not have even been in the same prison together. Immediately, we all feel safe and secure and comfortable. If I could give them that safe opportunity and help them build themselves, that's my most favorite part.
Who would have thought after serving 13 years in prison, I would come out and not be that black sheep that my family thought I would be. I would come out here and be successful in life. And now they look up to me. So it's just an amazing experience. And it's just like, if I die today, I'm just so excited. I'm so happy with my life because I've never thought that my life would be this great.
When you do positive things happen. You know, when you think positive, you just go for it. And I'm just so happy to was able to give it a second chance. And now that I gave it a second chance, that I can show people the different side of me, or a side that they thought that I wasn't. My family is actually proud of me, you know? And that makes me feel good. Or when my kids look at me, because I gotta go to work today. So just being a positive person in society right now is a big thing. It's a good thing for me.